G'day everyone, it's Sam Mackay here. I'm just wanting to do a quick announcement video for you around our upcoming challenge, or our next challenge, which is actually live, Power BI Challenge 14. So we're on to the 14th iteration of our Power BI challenges, and they have been, without doubt, the the best learning experience for those in our own community at Enterprise DNA. But this is actually open to everyone. So if you are tuning in to this video and you want to take part in a project, a real world project on Power BI development, and really test out your skills and really improve your problem solving abilities with Power BI, then getting involved in our Power BI challenges is the best way to go about it. Okay, so I'm just going to share my screen here, and we're going to dive into Power BI Challenge 14 and just have a look at what it is and how you can participate. So I'm just on the Enterprise DNA forum here. This is where we have our support forum, but where we run also all of our community events and initiatives. And down on the right-hand side, you're going to see Power BI Challenge 14. So I'll just zoom in here. And it's about healthcare data, ambulance data. Okay, so one of the big things we've also done for this particular challenge is we are making the challenge far simpler. Okay, so some of the feedback we have recently received on some of the challenges in recent times is that they've been a little bit too tough. And I think because of that, we've had a lower amount of entries. And so what we are doing here is we are trying to make it as achievable as possible. So all you need to do is really pencil in 2 to 3 hours of your time, and you will be able to create a really compelling solution. And you'll be able to also just collaborate with everyone else who's participating in the challenge, and you can use our forum as a way to do that really effectively. Okay, so the scenario is, as I say, is ambulance data. And so if I just quickly skim through the brief, so we always provide a brief, right? So we want to try and set up a scenario, set up an environment that you may be like something related to, an environment that you might be in. It might not be exact, but just in terms of like a problem solving challenge, there's nothing better. And this is how you're going to get better at just general analytics in your day-to-day work, but also in things that you might do in the future. Okay, so we are working with as a data analysts, and we've been tasked to help analyze the following data set. The foundational trust receives calls every second daily. And the patients ring for medical emergencies on a certain number. A year's worth of data has been taken, and the trust is trying to analyze the current process as well as understand how the service currently operating can be improved. Okay, so it's kind of like wherever you're sitting in the world, you're going to have some sort of hotline where people can call in when something has gone wrong, right? In New Zealand, we call 111, and in the States, you call 911, right? In this particular case, you're going 555. So the data that we've generated from here is basically calls coming into a call center, and then obviously there's going to be data around what to do post that call. Okay, and so here are some ideas. So we've set out some ideas that you can follow or that you can try and target as things that you can answer. Okay, so time between calls, time taken for ambulance to arrive, time taken to get patient to the hospital, so on and so forth. So lots of real world insights that can add a lot of value to this scenario. Okay. Now, if we have a quick look at the data as well, we've really tried to simplify the data down quite significantly, and we've even created what should be your lookup tables and what should be your fact tables. Okay, so down here you're going to have, these are all the lookup tables, so dispatch code, call staff, ambulance station, patient, and hospital, and then call timings is going to be the fact table, right? And this is where you're going to do all of your analysis. And very quickly, you can see what are the main things that we're going to need to do here, okay? It's going to be times, okay? So we're going to have dates, and we're going to have times of the call, okay? And then we're going to have length of the call. So a lot of this is laid out. Now, one of the big recommendations when working through this is you want to make sure that you break out. You want to have columns for just dates and columns for just times, okay? And that is absolutely crucial when you are when you're working with data which is like this. So what I would imagine, I haven't done it myself, but when I work through this, when I work through the challenge, because I'm going to participate myself as well, I'm going to be going to every single column here, and I'm going to break out my date in this column and my time in this column. And maybe the time I'm also going to break into hours, minutes, and seconds, because it's very difficult to run any great analysis with just a time inside of Power BI. And so you really need to break down the numeric values, especially with time, but you also need to break it apart from dates. And then to me, it looks like everything is set up here that enables you to create, all of the context for your visualizations and for your insights is going to generally be created from these dimension tables or these lookup tables, right? Okay. And the other really key thing that sort of sticks out to me here is you absolutely need to input a date table. Okay, a date table is absolutely essential. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly pop back to the support forum here. So this is where we are going to be collating all of the different submissions. And so we're going to run this particular, so we've got a little while, like time of me recording this and streaming this. We've gotten about 2 weeks, around about 2 weeks. And so plenty of time to go over this. And remember that this, all you need to do is spend maybe 2 to 3 hours putting this together, and then you'll be able to generate some incredible reports, but then also see what others are creating. All of our enterprise DNA experts get in on these particular challenges, and you can learn so much from them. And if I just come back to the forum homepage here just quickly, you'll see that we've got some categories which are really easy to navigate to if you want to learn more about all of our other challenges. So if you come to the Power BI challenges category, you can click on that and you can see all of our historic challenges that we've had. And all of the submissions that we've had over time. So you're going to get a lot of inspiration just from viewing those. And we also have another category where each individual submission has a little bit of a write-up around what they have done in their particular Power BI report, right? And so this is called it's down the bottom here somewhere. Project updates. I think we're gonna update the name of this very soon, but project updates is where you can see a whole range of different submissions for every submission that someone has worked on, and you'll see some are actually participating in historic challenges, so going back and practicing on historic projects, historic challenges. So that's another amazing way that you can learn by doing, right? Learn by doing inside of our platform. Okay, so that's all I wanted to cover in this particular stream, short and sweet, really just announcing the new particular challenge. And don't hesitate to place what you're doing around social media, or use it as part of your own portfolio, showcasing your own skills, really leverage off some of the other participants. This is how collectively we can all improve our Power BI skills. And there's absolutely no doubt in my mind that the challenge has been one of the greatest learning experiences for all those in our community. I personally have learned so much from watching what other people have created inside of Power BI. I've picked up techniques and tips here and there, and it just makes such a difference to your own work. So really recommend getting involved, and also trying to be a sponge on all of the other submissions around all the other ideas, etc., that are being placed into the challenge. It's like a it's like a global mind around high quality Power BI development, and you really want to plug yourself into that as much as you can. Okay, that's all for today. All the best. Look forward to seeing you on the forum and participating. Can't wait. Okay, talk to you soon.